All right. So now they're still about 3,000 feet outside of your view, outside of your range, outside the behemoth, and they're coursing through the trees themselves. They're dipping down and up and down and up. But they very maneuver quickly and they turn towards the behemoth and they let out another salvo. And yeah, another salvo at the behemoth. So, who would like to take defensive actions?
Us, yeah. Me, at
Okay.
least.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Um,
hmm
I'm also going to be doing such things.
Okay. And Tom?
Uh, yeah, I will do so as well.
Okay. Great.
So one is on the right, one is on the left.
Yep. One's on the right, one's on the left. So declare which group you're attacking.
I'll go
Which missile group you're attacking
left.
at. Okay.
With-
Okay. And Tom?
I will end the firewall and put one up on the left.
On the left. Okay. So just to be sure,
Yes.
Patrick's right and
Al's left.
Al and Tom is left. Okay. Great. We'll start at the top.
Yeah.
Al.
All right.
Let's roll it to hit.
7.
So that's a miss.
That's a miss.
But luckily you have Tom helping you out.
Yes.
Oh wait. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna use up Tom, Al, and Patrick's next attacks because you're all doing it at the same time. Next is Patrick, the one on the right. Roll to hit, homie. That's a miss. Okay,
Ooh.
and Tom.
Tom
Same thing?
makes the
Firewall.
Yep.
ISP. Okay.
66. Yep.
So Tom, you have prevented armor-piercing. Oh my God, words, missiles from hitting the side of your ship again. Thank goodness. A huge, loud, uproarious crash as they explode and fragments start to dot the air. Of course, all the trees themselves are completely alight where you've had this 50-foot firewall. So now smoke and haze is starting to hit the atmosphere as well, which could also be your benefit. And the sky cycles, okay, those other ones. Let's see here. Give me just 2 seconds. I'm going to change something real quick because it's fully repaired. But now I roll damage on that salvo 5 roll. 5d6 times 190 damage to your right leg, not the main body. Not the main body. Legs. We're going to say left. Oh, you're going to... Here, I'll let you decide type in left and right. But it's 2... It was the left sky cycle that hit you? No, it was the right sky cycle. So it's the right leg. 190 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is their turn. And it's their turn again. I got good news, okay? Al, I'm going to tell you this. Because you're the most learned in Coalition stuff. You remember the specifications off your top head. Off your top head. You know, your top head. The head that's on top, you know?
Thank you.
Top of your head. Yeah, no. These things do carry mini missile launchers. They only have 2 launchers of 10 mini missiles apiece. You've been counting the shots. Mercifully, if they're firing 5-ish around each time, which they're doing, this should be their last round of missiles.
The ones they just fired?
No, this next one. This last one. They have 20 in total, and they fired 5, 10, 15 each. This is 20.
Got it.
This is me in character saying, this is the last salvo of missiles, guys.
Right.
Till I send more after you. No, just kidding. Well, or am I? I don't know. But here they go. Same thing. They're weaving towards you. They're still kind of hovering between the 2,500, 3,000 feet area. They're now weaving towards either side of the behemoth. Once again, letting off a salvo of missiles, and now they're turning to hit towards the front of the behemoth. Or actually, really, One is kind of going back behind of it, while one is going to the left of it, since Mila turned one to reach the leftmost. Anyways, they're trying to flank the behemoth. That's the important thing for me to tell you.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of off today with my descriptions. My apologies.
Oh, you're doing fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And actually, you know what? I've been doing all these as GM roles because I've just been copying and pasting. But I think for the sake of simplicity, it would be really fair and fun for me to actually show you the to-hit rolls, right? So here's for the first one, which is a miss.
God, I was actually just
that's the first
assuming that
time.
the target was so big it wasn't a question.
Yeah.
Well, there is a bit of a modifier, but I'm being fair, right? I have to roll some dice. So that one was their first miss. And okay, so they both miss. So,
Wow, that's a double roll there.
however, okay. A miss sometimes isn't a miss. I'm going to say the miss of the armor piercing because the range is so small is going to be a miss, but the way the trajectory is going, no, actually. You know what? No, because Mila made a point of parking it in the trees, and then if they're firing at the legs, that means the missiles have to go through the trees, right? All the missiles detonate in the trees by missing. It's not like a clear shot where even if a miss, if it hits the ground, it still might damage the legs a little bit.
Mhm.
It's a complete miss. Okay, well,
You guys can thank me later.
definitely.
Definitely.
That could have been scary. Okay, Mila,
Yo,
your turn.
can I do the same thing I did last time, or is that
Yeah,
too
of course.
OP?
Do the exact same thing. No,
Okay,
it's
so-
too OP. Do you still want to fire just one missile?
Yeah. Well, I think she's
Okay.
just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
Yeah, fair
pushing
enough.
a button.
Fair enough.
So I have to turn to.
Yeah, if I'm just remember, you're hitting. No, actually, it's still going towards you. This one's still in front of you, actually.
All right.
So it was the blue one. So go ahead and roll a hit.
Nora,
Get over
do you
10.
want to play a game?
Yeah, you hit it. Now, what is he gonna do? He can't do shit. He used all his actions. He can't fucking dodge. So
Good
you
night.
just roll me, girl. You roll me a 1d6 times 10.
1d6. Okay, I can't do.
You
how
can
do
just
I-
roll 1d6. Just roll 1d6 and then we'll times it by
Okay.
10.
Cool.
50. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Okay, that's good. That's excellent.
Yeah.
So, the mini missile comes soaring through the air from the arm of your behemoth, coursing through the trees and slamming into the very front of this sky cycle, causing a huge blast of impact that coats the area of the vehicle in fiery plasma, scorching it and damaging its highly mega damage materials. In fact, you can even see the face shield of it has become completely cracked as trails of smoke still steam from the vehicle itself. That was a good hit. That was an excellent hit.
Yay.
Okay. So next is Al.
All right. 2 questions.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess one question. Are any of them traveling towards or away from me so that I would not have a negative from going side to side?
Let me think. I'm just visualizing this. The left one would be going towards Mila. You're okay, good. They're flanking both the front and the back. The back one would not be going towards you. Sorry, the one that's attacking the front that Mila just attacked would not be going towards you. But the one that's actually attacking the back that you are directly in front of, it is going towards you, where you don't have a speed penalty to it.
Okay, I'm going to try and shoot him in the face.
Okay, now, heads up.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some penalties.
I imagine.
Okay, so we're not doing speed, which is great, right? But you're attacking the pilot. The pilot himself is a -3 to hit. Now, the head of the pilot is an even smaller target, so I'm going to double that to a
Okay.
-6 to hit. If you get that, then you hit his head for sure.
All right, and what do I need, a 5 or 10? Oh, no, it's a called shot, so I'm assuming
It's a called
12.
shot, you need 12.
Got it,
And since it's more than 60 feet away, if it's between, like, if it's 10 or 11, you still hit the main body. If it's less than 10, you don't hit anything.
Got it. All right, I'm going for it. 13. Wow, got
Good.
it.
12
done.
damage?
Yeah.
Oh, let me think here. Let me think. I know what his body armor is, and I have to just take a percentage of that. Give me just 2 seconds. I didn't calculate his head because I didn't think you'd be able... Not that you wouldn't be able to hit it.
I wasn't sure I'd be able to.
I just have to,
Yeah.
sorry guys, I just have to take a look. I have my own guide for, MDC by location. A head is, oh, okay. Damn. It's not 20%, it's 40%. Okay. So you severely crack the helmet of the Sky Cyclist. Good job. Unfortunately, it's not enough to blow his helmet off, but one more good shot like that.
I was
sure as
actually
hell will.
hoping it would hinder his vision, is more what I was going for. 12 is not really. Yeah.
Yeah, 12. It's not. The structural integrity, unfortunately, of the helmet is still strong enough to give him clear vision.
Got it.
But you did a good shot. Tom, your turn.
Okay, so can I scramble up the?
Yes, you most
Okay.
certainly can.
And then, by the way, at the start of that round, that melee, I'm going to extinguish the other one as a
Cool.
free
Yeah,
action.
you can do that with your brain. No problem. Well, there's no such thing as free
Yep.
actions, but it's so fast it takes like
Yeah.
less than a second. I understand.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm going to go up the ladder, and I see one going for Mila that got hit. I see one that Al hit.
Yep.
I'm going to try and use a plasma bolt at the one that Mila hit.
What's the range of your plasma bolt?
320? That's out of range, isn't it?
That is completely out of range. Unfortunately, they're hovering between 2,500 and 3,000 feet.
Well, yeah, there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Shoot.
My rifle parry range 1,600 feet, or 16,000. Yeah, 1,600.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
We
they're having
should
a-
probably check and make sure mine... I've never even considered
well, okay, we'll say we should. Yeah, we should. I should have asked you. To
that.
check
Mine's
your range
4,000
anyway.
feet. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Good. Thank
okay,
God.
so-
All right. So I don't have to retcon shit. Thank
Yeah.
God. No, that you'd still do the
I-
damage, but I have to rationalize it, and I hate doing that.
Yeah.
I guess I won't scramble up the ladder, and I'll just stay down there.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Of
watch?
course. Okay.
Yeah, that
sure.
works.
Okay. Patrick, your turn.
Oh boy. Well, shoot. I'm going to be calling Jackie back to our behemoth, and that will
Okay.
be my turn.
Yeah, using the little short range radio, no problem. You hear a small squeak in reply in your ear, which implies that she's still alive, so you're good. All right, top of the order, Sky Cycles. I'm going to burn their next 2 turns because they need to take speed of this. What they want to do is that they now have to go to their secondary weapons. The range of them is still pretty good, but thanks to Mila's parking job, they don't want to take the risk of weaving through the trees. So instead, both of them are maneuvering so they get to the front of the behemoth itself. So it has a better shot at its legs, for lack of a better word. So it's going to take them 2 turns in order to maneuver them. They boost into high speed. You can see their profiles as they shoot around to the front of the behemoth. Of course, one of them already is near the front, so it's just racing towards you, Mila. But those are its 2 turns before they can even make an attack. So Alicia is still, you hear just in like muffled, and they're like shit as she's getting her stuff on. And Al, your turn.
I'm going for the face!
Okay, now he's profile of you though, dude. He's profile of you, so well, actually, no, you hit him in the face. He's definitely taking maneuvers. So go for the face, but you're a -11 to hit.
Okay, I'm not going for the face then.
Okay, all right, okay.
So, what are my
Penalties?
options?
You can hit Any? Okay. Your options for targets, do you mean?
Yeah.
The target options are as follows. I'm looking at it. Your target options are, you can go for it. Oh my god, Inferno, there we go. The forward-mounted laser turret, the mini missile launchers, which are now empty, the rear jets, there's 3 of them, the main body, or just the pilot itself.
Oh man, you said it's a -11, so
Yeah, the speed is, they're going ridiculously fast.
So wait,
a
they're not
speed value of
traveling towards
220.
us? I'm confused.
No, they're maneuvering. I made a note of saying they're maneuvering around to the front of the vehicle. And the one that you were
I
at
see.
is
They're spinning
behind the
around us.
vehicle,
Got
so
it.
it's spinning around. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me think for a second. So technically I'd be at a -4 and I have to get 12 or above. But the truth of the matter is, and as Al would know, the mega damage on these things is... Would he know what the mega damage on a general cycle for these guys is? Can I roll an intelligence check? That might be a fair way to...
Yeah, roll my percentile dice.
Alright. 8.
Yeah, okay. They have 150 mega damage. The main body.
Okay, my rifle's not going to do much to that. Yeah, I'm going to go for his head again. It's not the best shot, but it's better than plinking it off their armor. One last question. Is my chance to hit any of their subsystems, like the laser turret or the jets, really much better?
Yeah, actually a little bit, by about 2.
Okay, then I'm still going to go for the pilot. Okay. So it's going to be at a -4, and I have to get above 12. All right, then.
Yeah, you roll 16 or higher.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, 8. Okay.
That's
You rolled a 12. Yeah. If only that was the damage.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so that's a miss.
All right.
Oh, God. Inferno, why you do that? Okay. Next is Tom. They're still like 2,500 feet away.
And I can't extinguish the fire because it's out of my extinguish fire range, so...
Oh, yeah, you mean the forest fire of their own explosions? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because the extinguished flames is only 160 feet. And I did those flame walls at 220 feet, so...
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Now the
By the way,
fire is burning. That's kind of good. That could be good. Mila, your turn.
Can I just copy and paste?
Yeah, you want to just do the same attack? Sure. You'll have to just turn again. So do me another piloting check to make sure the guys on top don't fall off.
All right.
Or have a balance check. Okay, this one's a little rocky, guys. This one's a little rocky. Don't worry, I'm not going to fling you right off this very second. But roll me a balance check, both Al and Patrick.
All right, hang on. Let me see what my balance is.
If you don't have a balance, then we'll do an unskilled one. It's all good. How you doing, Patrick?
I'm so unskilled.
Okay.
Mine's 50.
Okay, so Al, you're good. Patrick, it causes you to kind of drop your rifle on the hood of the behemoth. You'll just have to spend next round picking it up. If you want, we can burn that turn right now. Unless you want to leave your rifle.
We'll get to it when
we get to it. Okay, cool. All right. So that was a little rocky, Mila. Nora, that's okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay. Oh, I guess I should say who I'm aiming at. Just
Is it the same guy?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, hit before? Yeah, great.
Yeah, we have a personal vendetta.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Come on. It was 1d6, right? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right, I know what he's doing next turn. Spoiler alert, it's not fighting anymore.
Woo!
Just do your own goddamn... Wait till your turn, okay? Don't... God damn it, Inferno. All right, Al, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna same shot. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go for the same thing. So -4. All right, let's go for the face. Oh no, that's a no.
Okay.
Let me burn
So
that
that's
shot.
your next. All right, burn it. All right, Sky Cycle's turn. One of them, the one... sorry, I didn't describe it. Sorry, Mila. Your missile goes soaring through the air. For a second, it looks like it's about to miss, but in fact, it slams into the side of the ship itself. of the sky cycle itself, causing it to waver in the air, and a billow of smoke behind it, looking like you damaging one of the thrusters as well in the explosive attack of your vehicle, has caused it to start to slow down a little bit. It appears that this pilot of the vehicle is now turning around, and it is moving directly away from you now. It is now about 3,000 feet away from you, while the next one still now is trying to do a strafing attack. Now it is coming head-on to the front of the ship, so all you'd have to do to attack this thing head-on now is to just turn around.
Got it.
And it is going to be doing a laser blast at the damaged leg of the ship, of your behemoth. So I'm going to roll to hit. That is definitely enough to hit that called target. So there was no penalty hit because the leg is fucking huge. And so that leg sustains double pulses, a hit from the front laser targets, as 19 damage is done to that leg. How's that leg looking? Oh, not good. Oh boy, not good at all. Nora, you can kind of feel that leg starting to buckle underneath of you, and you all can hear the wince of stress upon that right leg.
All right.
Okay, so that was its turn. So now it is Tom's turn. It is now 2,200 feet away, Tom. I'm sorry. It's out of your range. Do you want to do anything else within the behemoth, perhaps? I don't want you to feel like you can't do absolutely nothing, but...
I just can't think of anything to do.
Okay.
Can I think out of character? Or can I say something out of character?
Have players help the other player out.
You may not be able to hit him with your fire, but you can certainly block his view of his shot.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a thing.
That's a great idea. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. And you know what? Because I can't really do much of anything, I will then spend the rest of my melee action sustaining it.
Okay.
So
it's a 50-foot area. All right. So
Yes.
Well, wait, 50 feet is pretty huge, but the behemoth is pretty high. So just tell me what you want to try to block.
I want to try and block the right leg.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. And that is more than enough to completely obstruct it. Okay, that's excellent. Good job. All right.
And
so
I
that's
am marking off the ISP.
Great. All right. Next is Al.
All right.
Oh, boy. It's head-on for you now, so it's only just a -6.
All right, so I'm going for it. It's a 50-50 chance. Let's do this.
See,
Al's going to say, come on, Al. And then 13.
roll damage.
15.
Oh, 15 damage?
I forgot I had a macro that works. Yeah, so 15 damage.
Ow. Your laser shoots through the sky, straight as an arrow, striking the helmet of this sky cycle pilot. For a moment, it doesn't seem like anything is done. It was quite a... your rifle has a scope on it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So through the scope, you see a bloody mist hitting the air as... Suddenly, the rest of you see the sky cycle start to lose both speed and altitude as it crashes into the valley, since, that's where it was coming at you from, into the valley in a huge, uproarious explosion. A fireball courses through the air as the sky cycle crashed incredibly hard. There were no survivors.
No, my sky cycle.
End of combat. The other one has started to flee. Actually, that's not true, Mila. If you like, the range of the mini missiles on the ship itself are 1 mile. It will be beyond your range in about 2 turns, which means that gives you one more attempt to strike it before he's out of your range. Would you like to make that attempt?
Oh, yes, I would.
All right, do it.
All right, so I don't need to turn at all. It's just he's right.
1d20. Yep. You needed a 10 or higher to hit.
Oh
Guess
my
what?
God.
Oh my god.
Got it. Roll damage.
Oh god.
Mila, is there anything special you'd like to say to this
Roll.
to the sky cycle? Like anything Nora would mutter under her breath or anything like that?
She would just be. I think she'd kind of almost do the same thing Al did, would just calm down, focus, burn the sky, and then just go with it.
The mini missile goes shooting through the air. It appears, perhaps, that it seemed to have been on this individual's radar, and he attempts to make a dodge and a weave, but it's far, far too late. The plasma mini missile slams into its back. A huge explosion as a streak through the sky. You see, once again, another sky cycle losing both, altitude, but in this case, not speed, as it crashes through the forest line that you can see right there in another huge fiery explosion. Excellent, guys. I just, as a DM to your players, I was really debating about this, the number of sky cycles, just because their output firepower was so great, and it was a very, very serious threat to your behemoth and even yourselves. However, your both defensive and offensive tactics have completely carried the day. So congratulations.
Woo.
I'm going to grab a drink of water, and then we're going to continue on.
I am
Groovy?
also gonna run.
Cool.
I'll be right back.
Groovy. Groovy.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you feeling, Kriana?
I feel not so good at the moment. Well, I'll live. I don't know. I must got like some sort of stomach bug. Ugh. But I'm okay. I'm here. Hi, chat. That's right.
Hi, chat.
Up, Nora. Nora, up. Please nerf.
Mhm.
Yeah, bitches. My name is Nora. Kriana gets some of them sick drugs. I don't know what I can take. It's a stomach issue. Like, I don't really have any, like, real good stomach medication. The only ones I have, the only stuff I have makes me puke, and I don't need help in that department.
Yeah.
Hi, Kriana and Piff. Apparently, Mark isn't saying hi to you, Burner, either.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
Because you didn't say hi to them.
Hmm?
You
Yeah.
gotta have the initiative, Burn.
Anti-stomach medication?
What's up? Are you talking about your queasy stomachs?
Yeah, people are giving
Aw.
suggestions. No, Pepto makes me vomit. I don't want Pepto.
Love. Oh,
Really?
booze.
Oh, that's a
Ooh,
great
definitely
idea. I'll go do that. that'll fix.
Wait, what's the opposite of fixing? Making worse? Yeah, they'll do that. Blah.
Maybe, do you have any ginger ale and saltines? Like
Oh,
crackers?
that's not a bad idea. Like, diarrhea will help
'Cause
fix it.
Thanks.
You seem very confident about that.
No, that's what chat says.
Hi, Mark.
What was it? Oh, if diarrhea wasn't associated with watery poop, it'd be a very, very pretty word.
Really? You think so?
I think so. I think if it wasn't associated with poop,
Like, this is-
diarrhea. Like, it's an interesting word by itself. And this is me getting onto the poop discussion. Is
Oh,
it
boy.
diarrhea?
Okay. I don't know if we're still recording this, but for the love of God, let's change the subject.
It's not diarrhea.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It looks like Grimm's not going to be joining us for
Cool.
Tuesday.
For Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Wait,
maybe we
wait,
can just do
guys.
cards or something. Yeah.
Are you guys doing something Tuesday?
It's
my
Burn's
birthday.
birthday.
Yeah. Is there some? Was I not invited?
I
Yours.
told you this when we were playing Final Fantasy.
Oh, did you? Oh, you might have. Did you tell me last night during our Final Fantasy last night?
Yeah.
No, last week.
Oh
I'm almost
God, then I'm the
positive.
worst.
And
I remember
you were
asking you
excited.
I remember asking you what you wanted for your birthday.
I don't remember saying anything.
No, I don't
Oh.
think you did.
Oh, wait, no, I think- I think I did say that I wanted to play games with my buddies. on my
Oh,
birthday.
but that's not something I can purchase. I can just.
I don't
can't
know.
just buy your love and tell you that.
I can buy your love, though.
I don't know why, but I picture Squee just came in like through like a cloud of smoke, like in like a tuxedo, petting a white cat, just like I can buy your
I
love,
can buy your love.
Okay.
like an evil
Ariel,
Bond
top hat.
villain.
Are we good to continue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe I'll allow a few moments. Alicia does come back half in her armor with her rifle in her hand. Very grateful that the threat has been dealt with, as is Pamela and Lee. But this isn't about the NPCs. This is about the PCs. So, what would you? I'll leave it to you to react as you wish.
I'm gonna lament my possible sky cycles.
I'm going
looking
to
pretty
make a
cool.
point to try and get down to the ground and put out the fires that we started.
I think Nora would just let out a big sigh and just like droop back into the chair she's sitting in.
Okay. Okay.
Al is going to. Actually, I should ask this because I shouldn't assume. From my point of view, I'm thinking Al knows the coalition. While it very well could have just been a scouting party, it also could have been the tip of a spear or an advanced party or something like that. Yes,
It's a fair assumption.
Okay.
It's a fair assumption.
Al is
I
going-
can't confirm or deny it, but that is a fair assumption.
Al is going to get back down into the behemoth and say, "It was amazingly well done, Nora, but guys, I don't know if we can relax yet. That could have been a scouting party. It could have been the tip of something worse."
Do scouts usually shoot such large missiles?
Al shakes his head. He says, well, yeah, I mean, sky cycles have those kind of armaments, and they are typically used for scouting dangerous locations. However, scouts don't usually fire from such a distance without knowing exactly what they're shooting at.
Absolutely correct.
So Al is going to, after saying this, he is going to start putting on the hated Samson armor.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And Al is, or no, not Al, but Tom again is going to be on the ground, going over to the things that are on fire, the forest, and extinguishing them.
Okay. All right. Sure. Okay. All right. You get to it. Quite a few trees are charred. Now, the sky cycle fires, however, are far, far beyond your range. It would take you quite a bit of time to do that, and quite a few. It's a half a mile to traverse. I'm assuming just the ones that you set with your psychic ability, the
Yeah.
ones that were 300 and some, or 200 and some feet away. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just those.
All right. You're able to do that. That'll take about 20 minutes or so.
And then
All
I'll
right.
get back to the behemoth.
Okay. All right. So we'll say maybe that. Yeah. All right. Maybe about a half hour or so passes. Anything else you guys would like to do in this half hour? Decisions that you guys would like to make? Because right now you guys are still parked exactly where you were before.
Right.
I'd probably have to be talking to people over the radio as I'm getting the power armor
Sure.
on, but,
Sure.
I honestly have no idea what's going on, but I think we should be contacting Nathan.
Well, you're the one with the little clicker.
And then I'd be like, Tom, can you bring the rod?
Sure.
And
I
as
still
you do
have-
that, I guess kind of half in my power armor, because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have the dexterity to do the clicker in the power armor.
Yeah. The hands are a little too big. It requires a finer movement.
So I'm gonna
It's not
do
a real
the clicker to get his attention.
Okay. Well, what do you say, or what do you signal?
Need to speak to you immediately. And then give, I guess, whatever signal or whatever I would give for urgent or, important.
Okay. All right. Sorry, anyone else while Al's doing this? Anyone else want to do anything in particular, or do you want to just move on to the possible response? Or no response, who knows?
I am going to go to Al and ask him what kind of voice he wants.
Al will think about it for a second and then say, my old voice.
Okay. Adjust the stick to him. Think that he should think or speak in his old voice.
Okay.
How do
Excellent.
I sound?
Like you used to.
Awesome.
Which to Alicia says, well, this isn't like whenever you start talking,
Right.
you will hear Alicia mummer like, well, this isn't going to help things at all. So, all right. So 5 minutes pass. And then, without any fanfare or anything like that, you once again get the radio coordinates of a transmission to dial into.
Okay. I will actually finish being in my power armor and use the radio in the power armor. If that's possible.
You know what?
Mhm.
The range isn't going to be enough. You might have to use you'll have to use the behemoths.
All right, then I'll have to get out of the power armor then.
Okay. All right. You can get out.
And then
Head over to the front console where Nora, I'm assuming, still is.
Mm-hmm. And then
No, before we begin with this radio transmission, this conversation, at this point, Tom will be back from sending back the fires. Now, Mila, Nora, do you want to move the behemoth anywhere, or do you want to keep it? I mean,
I
you
would
can
like,
radio to Tom. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like to move it.
Okay.
I guess I don't want to be out in the open, but I don't want to be in the same flipping place. So I guess something of either equal or greater
Sure.
coverage.
Protection? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can literally just move like 100 feet, or even, we'll say 250, 300 feet. We'll say off to the east to a different clearing that is still kind of overlooking the valley that doesn't have charred remains of trees, and you can start moving after Tom returns.
That would be
make
swell.
sense.
can I make a suggestion, if it's possible, to park in such a way?
No suggestions are possible. No, fuck you. No, just kidding.
Park in such a way so that the damaged leg is facing the tree line and really hard to get a shot off if you're not in the tree line.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
There you go.
Yes. God.
It's up to the pilot. Oh yeah, of course it's. Hey, listen, you don't have to ask me for permission on that. That makes perfect sense.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah.
It's up to you. You guys are the pilots. You guys are the players, right?
Yeah. Nora, without saying anything, we'll do just that.
Okay. So,
I get to use my toy finally.
Oh my
what
god.
toy?
The
The radio wave thing?
yes, I'm going to see what other radio frequencies are being used.
Okay. All right. So we'll say you start doing that maybe beforehand. The one that is encoded, obviously you can't drop in, but you know it's there, obviously. There's also 2 other coded transmissions where you can kind of know that they're in the air, but there could be nothing. You see one open dead communication, which is just complete static, as if a radio was left on before, I don't know, a fiery crash. And then the other radio signals one seems to be a communication between 2 individuals. And there's I'm going to just say for the sake of the narrative, there's about 7 other open comms in the area, but they're all either wilderness scouts communicating with each other, traders communicating with each other, or one adventuring party communicating with each other. But none of the conversations are either incredibly interesting or incredibly frequent for you to gain any sort of real information. But none of them are coalition. Like I said, 3 secret, 1 kind of destroyed, and the rest open, but the information isn't necessarily relevant to this particular situation.
Mhm.
Is that good?
I'm going to constantly keep my eye on it, actually.
Okay, sure. Not a worry. Not a worry. I will remember that. I will put that in the back of my mind. Okay. So, Al, you dial in to the communication. Sorry, to the encoded radio signal that was provided to you, the radio transmission that was provided to you.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Okay.
Correct.
So you dial in, and soon, a few seconds later, you hear a click on the other line. No words are said just yet.
All right. Al will say, Nathan,
Castle.
I thought we had some trust here.
You're still alive. I'll take it that the sky cycles aren't going to be making it back.
You guessed correctly.
And that Foot Reconnaissance Party 2, I've heard from them in the past hour, so I'm assuming they're not coming back either.
Let's skip the pleasantries. Why?
Okay. Why? Okay, I can tell you why. I can tell you exactly why. Did you know that I used to be a twin? I did. Before my parents moved to the coalition states, they used to breed horses. And me and my twin brother, we would assist our father when we came of age, when we were about 12, 13. The thing about horses is that we bred them from birth, but also sometimes we caught wild horses. And you have to break them in, right? And sometimes the wild horses, breaking them in, it works quite well. But sometimes, they really, really are quite feisty. I was always very careful. But my twin, Timothy, he was a little bit more on the risk-taking side. And one night, he went into the stables, and he picked one of the wildest stallions that we had. And he thought to himself he might be able to break it himself and impress his father. Well, it turns out that that horse threw him from the saddle, and it broke his back. He was paralyzed for the rest of his short life. 3 years later, he died. And even though we all mourned his loss, and even though it wasn't the horse's fault, horses just do what they do, my father put a bullet in its head. And I continued on with my life. We moved to the coalition states, to Chi-Town, and I learned a very important lesson from my deceased twin, which is sometimes horses break and sometimes horses buck. And when they buck, you put a fucking bullet in their head. You bucked me, Castle, and now I'm going to end you. So, I'm going to offer you another deal, and I'm sorry, this isn't going to be as sweet as the one in Innisfail. Stay where you are. Stay where you are so we can end this and no one else has to get killed. So we can finally kill you and rid your bullshit filth, that and of all your friends from this earth. What do you say to that, Castle?
Oh, Nathan, you poor, poor idiot. Look, I was going to give you everything I said, and now we're going to go away, and you're never, ever, ever going to find us again. And the worst part about it is, there's not a damn thing you can do about it. And then I'm just going to cut off the radio.
Okay. There you go.
And then I'm going to say, Patrick, we need Tyrath as quickly as possible, and we need to GTFO, or I don't think that's a thing. We need to get out.
That's an anachronism. There's no such thing as... No, just kidding. I'm just joking.
We need to get out.
All right. I'm going to contact Tyrath.
Okay. You hear the Lizard Mage's voice in your head. Yes, kinsman.
We are currently ready for our third portal. When would you be available for that?
In about an hour or so of your time. I am finishing up things here.
All right. We're in a slight bit of trouble, but if it will take an hour, then We will wait.
Good.
And
Here you
then that's it.
Al,
Uh-huh.
from your that little Coalition Alpha code transmitter,
Mm-hmm.
you do get one last message from Nathan, and it reads encoded: "Run, hide, fight. It doesn't matter. We will find you."
Can I send back a emoticon sticking my tongue out?
No, there's no such thing as an
Colon P.
emoticon. Yeah, colon P means nothing.
All right.
You don't have to respond if you don't want to, but that's just what happens.
Hang on, let me think. Trying to think if there's something I really, really do want to say to him or not. Al's gonna take a second to think. So,
Sure.
And I will, because Patrick is a freaking paranoid nut, he's actually going to write down on a piece of paper 1 hour and show it to everyone.
Okay. What are you writing
Thank
down
you.
on a piece of paper? Oh, okay.
It's the message would be 1 hour till Tyrath.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Nora would just like rub her eyes and give you a thumbs up, like just very weakly.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick will give a very stern thumbs up back.
She
And,
sighs a little.
Al will be like, okay, so we have an hour. I don't think we're gonna say anything to delay him.
Mm-hmm.
Should
Al-
we start?
Al will actually like put the transponder thing.
Mhm.
Is this something only I know how to use?
Yeah, you're the only one who
Okay.
knows the coalition
Then I'm gonna
code.
say-
So.
Anyone else want to say anything to him? I'm done with him.
Whoa. What's
Patrick is
there to
shaking his
say?
head no.
He was a manipulative bitch that, just like all of the coalition. Say for you, but
Alright. You know what? Patrick will. And Patrick will take it and ask Al how to use
Oh,
this.
Al will just say, "Let me know," and I'll type it in.
Oh.
I would love to
Yeah.
teach you, and I can
Well,
do
we
that
have
later.
time.
But yeah, exactly.
I suppose I would ask when did we buck?
What?
Oh wait, no, I didn't listen to that. Never mind.
No,
mind.
you did, you did.
No.
no,
You
we
would've.
all heard.
Yeah, but Al's
all
like,
heard him.
you remember when we kidnapped him, blackmailed him, embarrassed him? That's a pretty big buck. Look, I misjudged Nathan, but he is the type that can hold a grudge for a very long time.
Oh yes, definitely.
Not that you weren't beautiful, Tom.
What? It was pictures. What?
Al's going to,
Well, there is a ground party, and
There it might be a ground party. This is Nathan we're talking about. I give it about a 50-50 shot, which means it could certainly be out there. He also could be trying to scare us. I have no
Are you
idea.
sure you want to take the risk though?
Well, of course not. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm headed back into the power armor. We've got an hour to kill before
Yeah.
Tyrath gets here.
I'd like to try
Alright.
and start moving.
I'm
If we
gonna
can.
start getting into my other freaking magic armor because I'm done playing charades, shit like that. I'm being in my big old chunky armor.
Okay.
That's. I don't know what to say.
Al's just gonna sigh and then type in, "You gotta learn to let things go," and then shut it off.
There's really no off button on it,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately.
Then he's
Yeah.
gonna just put it down and start putting on the power armor. Oh,
Alright.
and can we reload the behemoth? Well, it's got like 90 rockets in it, right? Or in the
Yeah.
in the arms. Okay, so that should be fine. Yeah, Al's going to
Well,
start
48 rockets, but yeah. Actually, 45 now. Sorry.
equipping for war.
Okay.
This might sound crazy, but he's going to line up the ATV, the cycle with the rocket launchers on it, facing the cargo bay door,
Okay. All right.
and he's going to talk to Nora.
Now, is the behemoth landed now off of its legs?
I would assume we would have landed, right?
Yeah, yeah, or like
we would have
Yeah.
on the ground.
if I
Okay.
wanted to
Yeah.
get out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. I just want to make sure because it'd be really weird to open up that cargo bay and there's like 60 feet of ground air in between you. That'd be awkward.
I think Al would go to Nora real quick and say, well, you've shown you obviously can handle the weapon controls. Anything questions you can ask or before I go back into the power armor?
No.
Honestly, I think that if we get into a scrap, you might be better off in your own power armor than here.
Right.
Can you fly the Titan?
What's the type?
The other power armor with the wings. God, I don't know if she can or not.
Oh.
She
right.
can.
Yeah, she can pilot.
Yes.
No, she can pilot it, but she can't use the weapons on it.
Weaponry. Yeah, can't use the
Oh.
weaponry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Never mind. Yeah, you might be better off in your power armor.
Right. Okay.
Anything else, guys? We might have a lot of bad things coming our way. If anyone has any ideas, now's the time.
Can we try and move somewhere else?
You hear Lee pipe up. He says, to the northeast of here, either I'm drunk or there's a giant wolf man looking and pointing at us.
Oh shit.
Al literally just puts his head in his hands and goes, no.
Patrick is gonna go where? And he's gonna
So,
You know what?
yeah.
After everything that's happened today, Tom is going to sit down on the couch, pick up Hannibal, and just play with him. Okay, I'm done.
Al, when he puts his hand in his face, he
Okay.
stops for a second and stares at his hand like
Uh-huh.
he expected to feel metal. And then just, not today. That reminds me, Lee,
Mm-hmm.
I know this wasn't really part of our bargain, but it might be in your best interest to help us survival and all that.
Okay. I have a counter argument, and I'm afraid this isn't negotiable.
Okay.
One, well, it's more of a confirmation. The first one, it's not really a requirement. And he kind of stands up and leers a little bit. And he says, we are getting the hell out of here as soon as we can, right?
We have an hour and then we are out the door.
Okay, good. And he says, and you're paying me $5,000 a week, right?
Lee, I'm sorry, I don't have time for big negotiations. Just name your price, make it reasonable.
$15,000 a week, triple it.
10,000?
No, 15,000, non-negotiable. The fucking coalition's after us, dude.
Al
He
holds up his hand. All right. Just
All right.
help us.
Yeah. Okay. He says, I'm gonna just brew some coffee real quick, and then I'll give you a hand. Sure. He needs to. He's been drinking a little bit. He's a little woozy. But yes, he's on your side. He's gonna help you out.
All right.
Okay. Anyways, speaking of Wolfman, so sure enough, those of you who are interested in looking, so Patrick is definitely looking. He's actually headed out right now. I'm assuming outside the door. Or not.
Nora will poke her head out the window, or like at the
Okay.
window, but
Out
like
the
not
window?
go outside. Yeah.
Sure. No problem. So, okay, who else is looking out the window? Just so I can describe what you see.
Yes, Patrick.
Patrick, okay. Patrick, Mila. Tom's playing with the dog, so, he's done.
Al's running for the power armor.
Okay, and Al's putting on his power armor. Okay. So, what you see looks like a giant 8-foot-tall humanoid wolf. His body is covered in light gray colored fur. His head is wolf-like with a muzzle, canine teeth, powerful jaws, a pointed canine ears, and hazel eyes. And let me bring him on over. Let me bring him all over. There we go. He is also wearing his large 8-foot form is encased in deep dark brown body armor that seems to be custom made for his form. The body armor itself looks like it has sustained some damage and has been patched back up. And more specifically, it has one bit of decoration that definitely stands out. Over the left side of his chest, above where his heart would be, seems to be a painted paw print. And in big looping letters, spells the word bear. And he is looking at the behemoth from the edge of the trees, maybe about 100 feet away, and he's pointing at it, and he starts to plod towards you in a very determined fashion. He does have a laser rifle, but it is not in his hands. It is on his back, along with the traveling pack. In addition, he has, it seems to be several vibro blades, perhaps daggers, or for his size, more likely short swords, that are clung to his hips. What would you like to do?
Patrick is going to take out his shoot goon and load. I guess I'll just say this to the GM just in case I do use it, but he's going to load that and head out the door to greet him.
Okie dokie.
And I'll type to you what I'm going to put in.
No, you don't have to type. You can speak it if you really want, unless you really just want to type it, because I figured we were gonna roleplay.
Yeah.
If you're gonna greet him. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not really going to say this to the group so they wouldn't really know, but that's why I'm loading in.
Oh, you're loading in. I thought you said you were speaking. Yeah. Okay, all right. So you take out your shotgun, you head out to meet him. Do you head directly towards him?
Yes. By the way, my shotgun sheath, I just wanted to make sure that ammo's in there.
Oh, gotcha. All right, thank you.
Right.
Thank you. All right. All right, so you head directly towards him as he heads directly towards you. He has a longer gait, but you meet about 40 feet outside of the behemoth itself. As he says in a quiet, patient, low rumbling voice, "Blonde girl. She's in there. Yes?"
Which one?
Young, perhaps mid-20s, early 30s, blonde, long locks, pretty face, 5'6", goes by name Nora.
Ah, Nora.
Yes, no?
I will go get her if you like.
Yes, please, he asks, and his voice is incredibly agitated. No, wait, I'll go with you. I need to see her. Okay.
And Patrick will definitely lead this wolfman in.
Okay.
Nora will be watching from the window, be like, "What is he doing?"
Quick question: how long does this take? Like, am I still putting power armor on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. It would take if you're rushing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And rushing would take normally it'd take about 5 minutes to put it on. Rushing, 2 minutes. That conversation of them walking back and forth is going to take 2 minutes. So yes.
Okay. Well, and also, I do assume in the Samson, I'm kind of stuck in the loading bay. I'm not really going anywhere in the Behemoth.
It'd be a tight fit.
Okay.
But you could go through it. Yeah.
All right.
The walls and the hallways are long enough to fit you. It'd just be a little tight.
Does Patrick and the wolf pass me in the loading bay, or are they coming in through another direction?
No, they're coming through the side door, the side entrance. Yeah. Okay. So Patrick steps through. Soon, this large, towering wolven DB. As he pokes his head through, and he says once again, in now a slightly more agitated voice, and he says, Nora, where are you?"
Nora would poke her head around the corner and be like, What?
His face lights up in a canine smile, but soon it falters and looks confused as he places a hand over his heart and he says, Nora, you recognize me?
Patrick, did you tell him my name?
He seemed to know your name, actually.
You
Well, no.
guys are the only one who know my name.
Nora, it's me, Bear.
I
He points to the paw print and his name that's on his armor desperately.
her eyes just kind of widen, and then she squints a little, like looking at the paw print and then looking back at him, and she looks terrified. She just shakes her head slowly.
Bear's visage goes from confusion to anger as he turns to Patrick and the others that are in the behemoth itself, with the exception of Al, because he's still clunking in from the cargo bay, and he says, "What have you done with her? Explain now. What have you done to my friend?"
Whoa, calm down. They haven't done anything. I don't know who you are. These are my friends.
You know them, but you don't know me. Someone did something to you, Nora. You don't remember. That's not right. What have you done with her? What have you done to her? Answer me.
How much do you know of the world?
I have
Do you
troubles.
know physical augments?
Yes, I do know. Some people replace their arms. Some people put chemicals inside of them. Are you saying that's what happened?
D- uh, I wouldn't know if this would affect anything, but she has augmented herself.
How?
It's messed with my brain. Something happened, and I have
Someone put something inside of your head, Nora?
no. She like rubs her head. Now she's starting to just look really like weakened by all of this. Like, no, you mean Mila? You mean Mila? No, not Nora.
No, not Mila. Just, sorry, give me one moment real quick. Oh, God, I have to open something up. I have to open something up. Oh, God, I closed it. I'm a fool. I'm a fool.
For you.
There we go. Sorry. All right.
For you.
And he says, no. Not Mila. Nora. Nora is your name. You know it. Now, who did this to you? Tell me, please.
She sits down. She's really, really confused. Like, she's just stumbling all over her words, being like, nope, this isn't right.
My friend is
going on?
flustered. You explain. You, her companions. You, her new friends. Explain to her old friend what happened, please. This is not what I searched all along for, to find my friend, the only survivor of my town, confused, not recognizing me. Explain.
Only survivor? What? She starts like laughing a little bit. Like, I don't know.
We met her a little bit ago. We only know her as she is now. You're going to have to explain this to us to even get a sliver of an idea of what happened.
Oh, all right. I will explain. Perhaps the explanation will spark memory in you, Nora.
Al will hold up a power armored hand real quick and say, "You will have all the time you need to figure this out, but you should know there are people on their way to kill us, and you may not be in the safest position being here right now."
I know this. People came to kill you. When I tracked you, when I found you, when I picked up the scent, there were men in black armor, coalition, lurking in the bushes, saying that they were going to hurt the people inside this vehicle. I knew Nora was inside this vehicle. They did not Well, they're not a threat anymore.
Then you have my thanks, and you should know they're not going to stop at that.
Very well. Where do you need to go?
We need to survive for an hour, and then we'll be safe.
Survive on the run, then. Come with me. We can hide.
Al looks around. I'm not sure how easy it would be to hide this thing, and he kind of taps the behemoth.
Bear gives a shrug and says, we leave this thing. We go on foot.
In an hour, we need to be in this so we don't lose it forever.
I should
Well,
mention
moving-
Norn has fallen asleep.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. All right. But Bear is still too busy talking with Al and Patrick for him to say, well, then, if you must stay inside here, then a moving target is best. Perhaps, yes? And he looks over to the piloting compartment and he sees Nora unconscious, and he runs to her, and his big paws start shaking her, and he says, Nora, are you all right? Nora, what has happened to her?
How
Al will say, okay, I'll try and explain quickly, because you have to understand, when she wakes up, she may not be the Nora you know. Something happened to her, someone augmented her, and she now has two personalities. Nora, the one you know, and someone named Mila, who's very sweet and very innocent. And if she wakes up as Mila, you cannot tell her she's Nora. It will be very devastating to her mind.
I will trust you on this, only because you've been with her for so long, but still. Who did this? Do you know who?
I wish I knew. She was like this when we found her. She is our friend and our family, and I swear to you, if I knew who did this, we would be talking to them together.
Okay. He says, very well. May I pick her up? May I put her in the bed so you can move this robot?
Al will nod.
Okay. And
I'll get up and put Hannibal down and tell the big wolf thing to follow me and point him to her room.
Okay. And with very, very careful hands, as if he was picking up a china doll, the large beast gently picks up the sleeping form of Mila/Nora and guides her towards where Tom leads. And he sets her down. Soon he emerges from her room and he says, you might want to go first south, let's see, 300 feet, then go west 250 feet. Then I suggest north again for 20 feet, very, very short. There's a very small river. You can cross it in this thing, and then go completely south for as long as you'd like. That will avoid the remains of the men that I had to stop, and it might be the opposite direction where they are going.
Al will immediately try to get out of his power armor, unless there's...
Yep.
I'm assuming I cannot pilot this thing in power armor.
The controls are not made for
Yeah.
a 9-foot frame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll help you out.
Yeah, it's an 11-foot frame. Yeah, definitely not. So, yeah, I'm getting out of the power armor.